This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.
Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a matinee game today. The New York Knicks take on the Denver Nuggets at Madison Square Garden at 1 p.m. Sorry I couldn't do one earlier. It would have been like 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that if we kept our normal time frames. And I had basketball practice this morning, so I had to get those things done first. But we're going to go ahead and knock this game preview out. We got Steph in the building. We got Andy. And we have a special guest and Mr. Isaiah in the building. Hasn't been with us for a while. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing on the go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make it happen. Let's talk about this basketball game. Steph, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Sim. Andy. Who's this right here? Isaiah.
Yo, yeah, I gotta start doing that to me, man.
and the chat. Looking forward to this game, getting above 500, and I really think the Knicks are due to go on a win streak. I hope it starts today.
Yeah, we got the schedule coming up to do it. I'll say that. Andy, what's up, man?
Yes, like Steph said, I don't think we should dip under 500 through the whole season. So and we're 500 now, so we got to get this W.
Yeah, that's for him. That's for Andy.
No, that was for you. I actually did.
that ain't for me.
That was for. Sorry, Andy. That wasn't for you. That was for him. I had my finger next to the button so I could get it ready, and the button was a little bit too sensitive. So anyway, Isaiah.
Oh, man. Nah, now what's going on, Steph? Andy, Sim, chat. I know it's been so long, man. I'll be honest with you. So I just been. I'll let y'all in since y'all fail. I've been working like 6 days straight, man, and I only get Sundays off, so I just been working, man. And I've been liking the videos, and I've been commenting. People have been talking trash, but it's all good though. Now it's good to be back, man. I miss talking to y'all for real, man. It's just been crazy schedule working here, man.
Yeah, do what you got to do. That's what it is. Do what you got to do. We appreciate having you back.
I'm getting paid handsomely though, so I'm not complaining too much.
What's up. That's what's up. But let's check out the injury report, and I ask you for old time's sakes, could you even up your camera a little bit, try to get yourself centered? For old time's sakes, ladies and gentlemen, we might as well do it. Let's take a look at the injury report. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a little better. While he's doing that, for the Denver Nuggets, ladies and gentlemen, Bol, he's out, health and safety protocol. PJ Dozier, left ACL sprain, he's out. Bones Highland, health and safety protocol, he's out. Jamal Murray, left knee injury, left knee recovery, he's out. Michael Porter Jr., he's out for the season with surgery. Austin Rivers is out for health and safety protocols. The Nuggets are, super injured coming into this basketball game. I mean, when you look at at least 2 starters out, and Austin Rivers was, one of their backup guards out. They're coming in 10 and 11, injured and probably desperate. For the New York Knicks, who just fell to 500 with that loss to the Chicago Bulls. RJ Barrett is probable. He didn't play versus the Bulls. Looks like he'll probably play today. He was out for an illness, a non-COVID illness. Miles McBride, he's in the G League. Nerlens Noel is questionable with the right knee soreness. and Jericho Sims is questionable. He also had an illness, maybe the same illness as RJ Barrett. All right, so hopefully RJ is back today. You know, we need RJ out there, and I think that was evident in the previous game. When you look at Zach LaVine, when RJ was there, Zach LaVine didn't get off the way that he got off in those previous 2 games. Without RJ there, it seemed to be a little bit easier for Zach LaVine to get his off. You know what I mean? Any thoughts just about the injury reports right now and how you think that's going to affect the team? Steph, I'll start with you.
Listen, if RJ and Noel is back, that helps us tremendously. You know, Denver's decimated. We don't want to be decimated also, right? So if we have our guys back, that gives us the edge. We need this win.
Yeah, we need this win. We can't fall below 500. We desperately need this win, and I'm hoping that the guys are going to come out desperate. Andy, any thoughts about the injury report?
From what I know, RJ is going to be starting. There were really tweets from the reporters. Netherlands probably is going to play. Sims is like game time decision. Yeah. So, you know, I think the Knicks should be happy with that. I hope RJ brings it, you know, on the court. He's going to feel that hunger because if I'm correct, he didn't miss a game this season. You know, after that, you know, he played a couple of minutes and left. And then, you know, before the Chicago game, right? And last season, he also, I think, didn't miss a game. So, you know, it was like his first game that he missed, actually. So, you know, I think he's going to be hungry to get it, you know, on the court and play some hustle and energy.
Right. Hopefully, you know, they've given him a lot of fluids, you know, and he comes back, you know, with that energy. You know, coming back after being sick isn't always easy. You know what I mean? And missing one game sometimes, you know, he might need that first quarter just to get his win back. Even though he only missed a game, you still might need that just to get your win back because being sick can take a toll on your body. Looking at the projected starting lineups, the Knicks.
Skip me? You still skips me, huh?
But see, I was coming to you on. You see the impatience, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, listen, it's been a while. You know, it's been a while, man. I'm trying to get my win back too.
Impatience, I know. I get it. The projected starting lineups: you got Alec Burks for the Knicks, Evan Fournier, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. And for the Nuggets, you got Monte Morris, Will Barton at shooting guard, Aaron Gordon at small forward. That's where they have him listed, and Jeff Green at power forward. And then Nikola Jokic at center. Now, Big Bubba, looking at the lineups, just the lineup comparison. We'll talk about defensive assignments in a second. Just the lineup comparison. What do you take from these 2 lineups?
I mean, personally, I think with our lineups, I think we're on paper, I think we're more talented versus that starting lineup. You know,
that
fully healthy. Yeah, fully healthy. I mean, we sure already know, but you know, but this starting lineup with Alex Burks, so RJ's probably going to be starting. So quickly, probably going to go back to the bench. You know, all these guys. So I think we're more talented. But I'm not gonna lie, Sim. Joker makes that talent gap just. He makes the talent. He's the MVP for a reason. I know we're going to talk about defensive lineups, but I mean, I do think on paper, starting lineup, we should be able to beat those guys because, again, besides Aaron Gordon and Jokic, I mean, you know, they're just, to me, not that impressive. But, again, Jokic makes that talent gap just, you know, he just closes it in with that talent gap, you know?
Right. No, right. And it's the way that they're able to use Jokic because of his ability to pass the basketball. You know, it makes him dangerous, and it makes their offense dangerous because it takes Mitch out the paint.
And I mean, clearly, I mean, we saw the Chicago Bulls game how that really killed us last game when, you know, you had is it Vucevic? That's his name.
Vucevic.
Yeah, I mean, he was killing us, man, with those threes, man. And then I mean, again, Mitch is not used to going to the paint like that. And he struggles with these kind of players. He really does. He struggles to me. Mitchell struggles with guys with crazy good footwork, even though, again, a lot of big men don't have that nowadays. So it's not that many. And then he struggles with guys that can shoot outside. And, you know, again, I don't know if he played the last game we played against Joker. I don't remember. I think that was Noel. I'm pretty sure it was Noel. I mean, we seen what Joker did that first quarter. He outscored us by himself in the first quarter the last time he played. So it's going to be tough, but I know we're going to talk about the defensive signups and stuff. So
Yeah, we're going to get into that right now. Steph, looking at the lineups, are you keeping the defensive assignments the same, or are you making a change anywhere? Because right now you would have Alec Burks guarding Monte Morris, Evan Fournier guarding Will Barton, RJ Barrett guarding Aaron Gordon, Julius Randle defending Jeff Green, and Mitchell Robinson defending Nikola Jokic.
I mean, what if we put? I guess you could switch and put Randall on the Joker and put Mitchell on Jeff Green. I mean, I don't remember Jokic, and I could be wrong, being as, I don't know, mobile as Vucevic, you know?
That's true.
You know, I don't really see him being as mobile as, and because he has playmaking responsibilities, he tends to stay in his spot, you know, surveying, you know, the cutters and whatever and seeing. So maybe, but if it's a pick, forget it. Like Mitch is just not.
Yeah.
Just not covering it well. And they don't have people driving, right? Because Mitch would go back, kind of hedge for the drive, and then would be late getting back. Do they have those type of drivers that's going to be going, you know, in the key where Mitch has to hedge and try to get back? That's the issue with Mitch. He's slow getting back.
Right. And see, my fear would be if we put Randall on Jokic and Mitch on Jeff Green, my fear would be that Jeff Green would take advantage of Mitch.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sam, I mean, yeah, he's not. But I mean, if I'm being honest, I'd rather lose, even though I'll be mad if we lose. I'd rather lose with the Jeff Green game versus the Joker game. To be honest with you, you gotta pick your poison, because you know someone's gonna score. I'd rather if Jeff Green beat us than Joker beat us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Jeff Green could score.
No. I know he can score.
You give Jeff Green the opportunity, man, and he can. You know, he can score. And the thing is, Jokic, even if he's not scoring, I'd be afraid that still you'd have Jokic with the ball either out on a perimeter or in the mid post, and now you got Jeff Green cutting past Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, I'd be afraid of that.
That's true. And
so it's a testy one.
You know, and my biggest fear, Sim, and I wanted to call in the other day on the Chicago game. The thing that's been killing the Knicks this season, I don't know if you guys noticed it, it's been the opposing team's ball movement. The way a lot of these like I've seen it a lot with Chicago, where we're getting killed off a simple ball movement of guys moving. And this has been to me a problem with the Knicks for the last couple of years, honestly.
Well, I think that kills any team.
No, but Sim, my thing is that I think we play better against teams that focus more on isolation plays versus teams that just, you know. But and again, you're right. That could be.
That's what I'm saying.
Teams.
I think any team is going to struggle when a team moves the ball and play a little bit better when a team plays.
But I just think it's been. I just noticed that we just lose our guys on. There's been so many plays in that we lose our guys on backdoor cuts, and guys just when we face teams that are constantly moving, moving, we just be getting killed all year. And again, I do agree with you. That's literally, you could say that to most teams, but I don't know. It's just this year with the Knicks, man, it just feel like we've been losing a lot of players just on that ain't my dog, but losing players on simple ball on the simple ball movement.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens. That's why you move the basketball, because it's hard. Most defenses, even your best defenses, if you're actually moving the basketball and you got and moving the basketball, man movement can only hold the offense, I don't know, 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like it's like football, you know. Corners are only good as their defensive line. You know what I'm saying? You can only if your defensive line can't get to a quarterback, you can only really a good corner can only hold you maybe 5 to 6 seconds.
Yeah, right. So, one of the things I wanted to ask about with the defensive assignments, instead of R.J. Barrett defending Aaron Gordon, would you switch and maybe have Julius Randle defend Aaron Gordon and Jeff Green and R.J. Barrett defend Jeff Green? I mean, I don't know if it matters that much anyway, but Jeff Green is a little better. You can maybe go out on the perimeter a little bit more than Aaron Gordon does. Although Aaron Gordon, I think, can shoot the three. I don't know if he's really going to, be taking you off the dribble and things. He plays a little bit more of a power game. So maybe Julius Randle matches up with him a little bit better in that aspect rather than R.J. Barrett. Or I don't even know if it matters. What do you think, Andy?
Yes, and that might be a good idea, but my first idea would be to switch Mitch with anyone from the bench, even Page or Nerlens, because I want my center to stick with Jokic.
No,
I can't have that step back. That's going to be money for him. So I really hope that at least if Mitch is on him, at least I hope that the assignment isn't to fall back from him, because he's gonna, not only with his shot, he has that rainbow mid-range game, but we can't afford him to square up to the hoop and have that open passing lanes, because he's gonna kill us with that. Yeah. So and if he's gonna be Mitch is gonna be on Jokic the whole game, that dude is going to have like a triple-double with 20s all over the board. So that's going to be...
That's 20s all over the board.
Yeah, it's going to be like 25 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 assists, man. That's going to be that easy for him. And listen, and I'm not, calling Mitch a bad defender, but like Isaiah said, to the centers that have good footwork and can take a shot from three. And, we saw that versus Miles Turner. We saw that versus Vucevic. And Jokic, he's like 2 classes higher than those guys.
Andy, he was the MVP. He was the MVP of the league. Like, there's no punchline to that. He was the MVP.
Yeah.
Listen, he would toy with Mitch. So, but it's to your point, swapping go up Gordon. It depends, because Gordon is such an inconsistent player. If you ask me, he takes mid-range shots. He try to place in the paint. He tried to take threes, right? So you never know which Gordon is going to show up for them,
right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I'm most, maybe not worried, but thinking which guy is going to be which Gordon is going to show up. Just like Steph always says, which Randall is going to show up. I think this is which guy is going to be on the court.
So Andy, you got to remember right now. I mean, it sucks to say it, man, but the power in MSG isn't there right now. These teams, man, has just been taking advantage of us. So I'm not gonna lie. I think the Gordon we're gonna get today is gonna be Showtime Gordon. He wants to cut, dunk. I think.
Obviously you got Jokic that can get it to him. We'll see. I mean, that's what's gonna be tough, right? Because Jokic can pull Mitch or the opposing center, whoever's guarding him, Mitch, Nerlens Noel, Todd, Sims, whoever can pull him out the paint. And it does open up those lanes for Gordon to slash. Let's get to some numbers between the two teams. Not between the two teams because they haven't played this season, but overall season numbers. And remind you that this is the Game Day pregame show, ladies and gentlemen. So please, check out the Game Day for all of your up-to-date sports content and betting odds. It's a little bit late to put your bets in now for anything happening with the Knicks game, but you might be able to catch it. I don't think tip-off is till, 1:10? Or something
about
like that?
1:10.
About 1:10? Yeah, so let's take a look at some of the numbers between these two teams. The Nuggets are only averaging 103.6 points per game so far this season. Obviously, it's due to their injuries, right? 103.6 points per game. The Knicks are averaging 107. The Nuggets only 42.5 rebounds. The Knicks about 45.6 rebounds. Still 24 assists for the Nuggets per game because of the way that they play basketball. The Knicks 21.5. Both teams around 7 steals. 4 blocks for the Nuggets, 5.8 for the Knicks. The Knicks should be able to get some stuff at the basket. They should be able to get stuff at the basket tonight. Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett should be able to get inside. Hopefully we can find Mitch on some lobs. You know what I mean? Take advantage of his speed and athleticism against Jokic, if we can. Both teams are low turnover teams, about 13 a game. The Nuggets shoot 46% from the field. The Knicks shoot 44%. I think the Nuggets allow teams to shoot about 56% from the field. Right, so that may be an area where the Knicks can take advantage. The Nuggets shoot 33% from the three-point line. The Knicks about 36.4%. Nuggets only shooting 75% from the free throw line, and the Knicks are shooting 77%. Both teams, 44 points in the paint. Second chance points, the Nuggets 10.6, the Knicks 14. The Nuggets are averaging 12 fast break points, and the Knicks are averaging 11.6. And the Nuggets are led by Nikola Jokic in every single category, in points, rebounds, and assists. And the Knicks are led by Julius Randle in points, rebounds, assists, and by Mitchell Robinson in blocks at 1.7 blocks per game. All right, that's when you look between these two teams. I mean, obviously for both of these teams, you got Jokic is the engine for the Nuggets, and Randle is the engine for the Knicks. They won't be guarding each other. Well, I guess they will guard each other. I will like to see if the Knicks decide to go small ball, like they did against Chicago when Vucevic continued to get 3 after 3 after 3. They decided to go small ball to see if they can do a better job defending them. And I've seen some numbers, some offensive and defensive numbers on when the Knicks go small ball with Randle and Obi on the floor, and they look good. And I know Steph's been saying it for a while that this maybe needs to be a staple of what we do, and try to see if we can make teams adjust to us.
Yeah, I agree, man. Because what's the name? I'm not gonna lie. You gotta tip your hat to Obi, man. I don't want to say it's night and day defensively, but Lord have mercy, it's
night and day defensively. I'll say
yeah,
I'll say it. It's night and day.
It really is. But this guy, man, he's making me cry. No, Obi's been. Slim, I can't lie. You can say what you want about a couple of drafts, but this draft, hey, listen, we complained about it the first season, but it's looking promising so far, and Obi just keeps getting better. And like you say, sometimes you feel like Thibs does that to counter react to the opponents rather than doing it so they can adjust to us. You know what I'm? You know.
I mean, you know, speaking from a coach, a lot of times it's just about being comfortable with it and trusting it. And you know, I think slowly but surely he's beginning to trust it.
No, I do too, because I mean, there was some great passes between Obi and Randle. Like I like when I like when Randle gets into the paint, man. You see, and that's why to me, when I think why people harp so much on, people see the difference between when Obi plays, because when you see Obi plays, man, he just brings the energy. He moves his body, he moves around, he cuts, he gets to the back door. I think that's what people want the offense to be more about, is just moving and playing, because you just see the huge difference. Like I said before, when Randle gets into the paint and you know he sucks the defense in, and you see Obi cutting to the paint and get into the rim. I mean, you really can't stop that. To be honest with you, you really can't.
Yeah, I mean that. I guess that's the point of having Randle and Obi on the floor at the same time, is that, you know, although he may not be that 3-point shooter, we don't have the type of slasher in that starting unit that has the speed that Obi has. RJ Barrett can slash, but he doesn't have the same speed and athleticism. And you know, they kind of bring a little bit of lightning and thunder when they're out there together. We'll see if they play more together.
You said it first when it starts working together. If I hear anybody say lightning and thunder, we just know where it came from first. You know, because you know, you got some people that like to bite the swag, but it's all right. There you go. We ain't gonna say no names. We ain't gonna say no names. We ain't choose a violence tonight. But you know,
Nate, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Pretty good. How you feeling? How you feeling about this game tonight?
How I feel like every Knicks game, I don't know. Well, I looked at the injury report, and Denver's pretty much out their whole starting five. You know, also including Murray still being out. So this should be a victory for the Knicks. I think Jokic is going to be a handful for Mitch. Jokic is very crafty. Mitch is still kind of needs to learn how to stay on his feet more. And Jokic is going to try to, bait him into, jumping and getting into early foul trouble, which we can't have because now that Sims is out due to illness.
What was Simmons going to do against Joker?
Well, he's questionable. He's questionable.
Well, I'm just saying that's one big body you don't have tonight. So, you're relying on Noel and Taj. For me, Sim, and I'm going to be honest with you about this team. This team just needs to calm down. I think that there's too much BS going on with this team right now. Whether it's, I get it. They're competitive people. But arguing on the court, just not making smart plays, just, I don't know. This team just seems like it's an influx a lot with a lot of things going on, and maybe they're still trying to figure it out, and that's fine. I understand.
They are. So I thought about this last night, right?
What's up?
Because I was going over it with my team. Before every practice, we sit down for about 45 minutes and have a meeting and just talk about stuff because this team really needs it, right? They're all new to basketball. And we talked about the 4 stages of a team forming, of a team coming together, right? You have forming, storming, norming, and then performing, right?
Okay,
I'm serious, right?
Sounds like a song.
I mean, but that's what it is. You have forming. This is obviously when the team comes together. And then you have storming. And when you have storming, this is the part where the teams are learning, all the players, all the parts of the team are learning their roles. And during this stage, you have confusion. You have people arguing. You have people trying to figure out how do we fit together. And then once you figure it out, now it becomes normal. Now the team is norming. And after it becomes normal and they get used to it, it becomes performing. Now they start to perform. So you have forming, storming, norming, and performing. Unfortunately, a lot of teams break apart in that storming stage and they never get to the norming stage. Right now, I think this Knicks team is in that storming stage of team development. You know what I mean? And they hopefully they can get through this stage and get to the point where their roles are normal and then they can perform. And I think that's something that you're seeing now. Hold on, Nate. Let me get to some other things and I'll get right back to you.
Okay.
All right. But I think that is something that you're seeing right now with the team. Remember that, everybody. Forming, storming, norming, and performing. Write that down. Keep that in your mental Rolodex. If
Get that on the shirt.
All right.
Actually, hey, that might be a good T-shirt, Sim. That might be a good one.
There you go.
Keep that in your mental Rolodex if you're a coach or
Clyde gonna steal that one. Clyde gonna steal that one.
If you're a manager, that manages a team of employees or whatever, just remember that. Key matchup of the game, we talked about it. Nikola Jokic and Mitchell Robinson. I think that's the key matchup. Mitchell Robinson, we're not worried about his offensive numbers, but what he can do defensively. I think that's the big key. But Mitchell Robinson's averaging 7 points, 7.8 rebounds, 1.7 blocks, 78% from the field. Everything's at the rim. Doesn't shoot threes. And his free throws are at 61%. Nikola Jokic, he's averaging 25.7 points per game, 13.8 rebounds, 6.4 assists. He's shooting 58% from the field and 38% from the three-point line. Along with shooting 75.6% from the free throw line. So that's my key matchup. All right, I'm going to go to my keys to the game, and then I'm going to go and get you guys key matchup and your keys to the game so we can get everyone to the game. My keys to the game is, 1, to defend the pick and pop and the pick and roll. All right, we got to figure out how to defend it so we're not allowing Jokic to, shoot mad threes, shoot a lot of mid-range shots, but we also can't allow people to just roll to the basket. So we got to be able to defend that today. Jam cutters and slashes off the ball. With Nikola Jokic having the ability to pass and bring Mitchell Robinson outside of the paint, it opens it up for Jeff Green, for Aaron Gordon, for these guys to slash to the basket. And Jokic is a great passer. Right, so we've really got to be able to jam these guys cutting to the basket. Don't let anybody get backdoor and those type of things. I think we need to get Randall in low position inside, like we talked about against the Bulls. Randall didn't take a three against the Bulls. All right, we need to get low position, let them score inside, quick moves, no playing with the basketball, catch it and go. We need to win the bench matchup, and then what Nate is talking about, I'll put a word on it for you, Nate, is keep our composure. I think that's what we've got to do. Keep our composure.
Absolutely.
All right, we got to keep our composure. We need third quarter play like we did against the Bulls, and then fourth quarter execution. All right, the game is ready to start. They're going through warm-ups now, so I want to go around and start with you, Andy, your key matchup, and then if you want to add anything to keys of the game, then we'll go around.
Yeah, my key matchup is Jokic versus the whole Knicks team. I hope we don't have to throw all three centers at him at the same time. Listen, he's like Sim said, before, he's the whole engine for that team. I'm just thinking how the Nuggets, with so depleted, roster, look without him on the floor. He probably is going to play like 40 minutes. But if we lose the battle when he's on the bench, and this game is not even going to be close for the Knicks. And if we are supposed to win, we won't have a better chance than versus a depleted team like the Nuggets now. So I hope we get this W.
Yeah, no doubt. Steph?
You muted, Steph.
Oh, yeah. Listen, the keys to the game is that the Knicks need to win no matter what. Joker can score 50 points, and the Knicks should still win this game, period. Right? Who else do they have? You give Joker 50 and you hold the rest of them down, you still win this game easily. The Knicks have to show up. The Knicks have to play good defense. I don't think the Knicks need to get crazy with all they, as far as the Joker is concerned, play him straight up. If you find that he's killing you, what's the rest of the team doing? If he's killing you and the rest of the team is not doing anything, stay right there. Right? If he's killing you and everybody else is hitting a shot, then Tibbs has to adjust. The Knicks should win this game easy.
Yeah. Okay. Nate, Big Bubba?
Nah, save the best for last. Save the best for last. Nate can go.
Go ahead, Nate.
All right.
Go ahead, Nate.
Here's the thing. The Knicks should win. The only way we don't win this game is if the Knicks don't come out and hustle and play hard and don't take this team seriously. Even if all the players that are out, Denver has a very young, deep core that a lot of teams don't know about, and they're going to get a lot of burn tonight, and the Knicks need to be aware of that. But the Knicks just need to come out and hustle and play hard. And like you said, Sim, just stay composed. I get the calls aren't going your way, but you know what? Shut up and play. Just go for it.
I hear you.
Simple as that.
And big shout out to D Moore 914. He said, I'd be hella confused as your player, when I was talking about the forming, storming, norming.
Listen, you get him out there. I think they'd be confused at the storming. Nah, man. First and foremost, Sim, great show, man. It's good to be back, man. I'm trying to come back a little bit more consistent now, and everything. But the keys to the game, so I'm gonna go agree with you, man. Is the cutting, man. You gotta stop. Joker, to me, his scoring ability is great, but man, his passing to me he's up there right now with LeBron, Chris Paul, those guys in the league. It's that good. So you gotta stop the cutting, and you gotta watch these players, the backdoors, all that stuff. Listen, I'm not fully agreeing with Steph because if Joker drops 50, we might be in a tough game because we hope somebody on our team is doing good. But listen, don't overthink it. Like you said, stop just dribbling, just dribbling the ball. You got to make quick, decisive moves. This team is not really good defensively. It really, really isn't. Mm-hmm. So you should be able to make quick decisions, get the ball. We need some guys to move the ball. And again, Mitch has to come out of the paint and guard Joker. Joker. And then, like you said, stop the cutters. We should win this game. If the Knicks, if we're the coaches of the Knicks, we should win this game. But yeah, man, that's it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to head up out of here right now as we speak. The Knicks are down 4-0, 10:09 left in the first quarter. Julius Randle has the ball in the corner, takes Jeff Green to the cup, and misses the reverse layup. RJ Barrett gets the rebound and puts it back in. 4-2, the Denver Nuggets with the lead.
Hey, Steph, you can't be stealing. You're gonna steal Guillermo's job if you keep doing this.
No, I'm jumping off. I'm jumping off. So everybody can go over to Gmo's channel. I'm not doing this. You know what I mean? We were finishing up the show. Aaron Gordon just stepped out of bounds, and it's the Knicks ball. 4-2, 9:40 left in the first quarter. Looks like the Denver Nuggets just called a timeout, and they're going to a commercial. This is a perfect time for us to sign off, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and go ahead and get over there to Guillermo's show. I'm not trying to steal his thunder.
Hey, Guillermo sucks. He knows it.
Not trying to steal his thunder. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Game Day pregame show. For all your up-to-date sports content and betting odds, make sure you go check out the Game Day. There's a link in the description of this video. Check it out after the game, though. All right? We out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.